Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. These are your transits for February 24th through March 1st. I'm intuitive astrologer Brandy Kahn, and I approach astrology through a psychological lens due to my educational background in psychology. And beyond that, I've also trained extensively as an evidential and trance medium, and this allows me to truly blend with the cosmic energy that's being expressed. Alongside all of that, teaching is my passion. I've been a full-time homeschooling mother for the past 15 years. And for me, astrology is not just about telling you what's happening. I really want you to get it. And that's why I take the time to explain things so that you can connect the dots for yourself. My goal is to help you understand astrology, not just as a system of symbols, but also as a dynamic living force that speaks directly to your soul. I just want to take a moment before we jump into this week's transits and speak to you about the pivotal time that we are living in right now. As I have mentioned before, Pluto moved into the sign of Aquarius on November 19th of 2024, which was absolutely huge because the last time that Pluto was in Aquarius, it was from 1777 through 1797. And during that time, we had the French Revolution, the American Revolution, and the Haitian Revolution. And social hierarchy, as it was known during that time, was turned upside down, and the power was with the people. So here again in 2025, we find ourselves in this dynamic where power is shifting away from those at the top and going toward the people at the bottom. But please hear me when I make this point. The people at the bottom cannot take full advantage of their power if they are divided in any way whatsoever. We as people will not be able to utilize our power effectively if we are divided into separate groups based on the color of our skin, our political affiliations, our socioeconomic status, or the way that we choose to worship. In the end, these divisions are not as important as the fact that we all come from one source, and therefore we are all connected to each other. Remember, there is so much more that unites us rather than what divides us. And as we are preparing to enter the astrologically charged month of March, I do have a channeled message from my guides that I would like to share with all of you. It only seems as if the darkness of night is upon you, yet the sun shines eternally. Do not allow fearful narratives that are being perpetuated in your world to overtake your thinking and cloud your vision for a better day. Hold the frequency of hope, knowing that all is being orchestrated according to a divine plan. Your job in this plan is to believe that love will guide the way. So I leave this message with you and ask that you remember it not only this week, but throughout the month of March. There will be a lot of highs and lows next month that we will be seeing. Now for our transits this week. On Tuesday, February 25th, we will have Mercury in the sign of Pisces at 20 degrees conjunct Saturn. Now let me give you a setup of the energy dynamics. Mercury is the planet of communication, and in the sensitive water sign of Pisces, Mercury feels dreamy. He's very aware of his feelings and emotions, and he's open to communicate about love, connection, creativity, and spirituality. And Saturn teaches us lessons about structure, discipline, commitment. And Saturn is also located in the sensitive waters of Pisces. So at the very highest level, Saturn is very serious and committed about his dreams, about his creative expression, and his spiritual path. However, at the lowest level, Saturn struggles to create and maintain his structure and boundaries. Fantasy and delusion can override his logic and reason. So with this transit, it can bring some type of reality check, bringing us back down to earth. We might come to the realization of what's really required for us to reach our dreams and our goals. And we might feel limited or restricted in some way with our approach. But also, when it comes to our creativity, we might feel stuck, or we might feel heavy, or maybe it's difficult to speak up and acknowledge and talk about our feelings and our emotions. As someone who has a natal conjunction between Mercury and Saturn, I can also tell you from a lifetime of experience that this combination can make it very easy to be overly serious and overly pessimistic, and focus excessively on small, minute details. But there is a silver lining to this dynamic duo. Mercury conjunct Saturn can give a fantastic amount of precision when it comes to implementing structure, implementing order, and boundaries when it comes to our spiritual practice and to our creative pursuits. So set the intention to consciously use the energy of Saturn to enhance your spiritual and creative discipline. On Thursday, February 27th, we will have Mercury at 23 degrees of Pisces, sextile Uranus at 23 degrees of Taurus. So let's talk about the key players again. We've got Mercury, the planet of communication, in the spiritual waters of Pisces, and he's very tuned into his emotions and his intuition. Now, Uranus is the planet of freedom, change, surprises, breakthroughs, revolution. And since Uranus is the slower moving planet, he's really sharing and bestowing his energy with Mercury or upon Mercury. And as I energetically connect with this combination of planetary energy, I feel as if I'm seeing and thinking of things in a way that's never occurred to me before. This transit really gives a new way of seeing and a new way of approaching your creativity or your spirituality. You might gain brilliant insights that give clarity about situations that have boggled your mind for so long. And you might even gain a burst of energy to map out and pursue your dreams and your goals. So just remember, though, this transit does have quite a bit of an unpredictable twist to it. So go with the flow and really allow yourself to be spontaneous. If you feel that you want to do something that's outside of your normal routine, go for it. Pay attention to any insights or downloads that you receive as well. Uranus can give a sudden knowing clear out of the blue. Also on Thursday, February 27th, we will have a new moon in Pisces at 9 degrees. Now, new moons are a reset or a fresh start, so they are the perfect time for personal growth and self-reflection. And one of the best things that you can do during this time is to set intentions for what you want to manifest. So go to your natal chart and find the house that is in the sign of Pisces. And this is where you can set your intention to plant a new seed to grow in this area. Now, Pisces is the sign of transcendence, compassion, spirituality, and also confusion and delusion. Let's say your third house of communication and how you relate to others and how you learn is in the sign of Pisces. Well, then you might plant a seed for more compassionate communication. Or maybe you want to take a class and learn more about developing your intuition. Now, if your sixth house of daily work, routine, and health is in the sign of Pisces, you might plant a seed or set an intention to use more of your intuitive guidance in daily situations. Or maybe you want to start a new exercise or diet routine where you're really focused more on results of your long-term health. Remember, Pisces is a very sensitive and emotional sign. So this new moon could bring a higher level of sensitivity for you. It could also trigger your intuitive awareness. And this new moon will be squaring Jupiter in Gemini, and Jupiter is the planet of growth and expansion. So these emotional states could show up particularly strong for you. But you also could experience feelings of optimism and feelings of hope for a fresh start. Remember, we've got Jupiter in the mix here, and he's very, very optimistic. So just remember to use this cosmic energy and set your intentions for what you want to manifest in the Pisces area of your chart. It's also a fabulous time to implement a new habit or start a new habit. Since the new moon is in Pisces, what you could do, you could focus on developing a consistent spiritual practice or focus on showing unconditional love to your spouse. And on Saturday, March 1st, we will have Venus station retrograde at 10 degrees of Aries, and Venus will remain retrograde until April 12th. Now, in astrology, Venus represents our relating principle. So she shows how we are in our relationships. Venus also represents love. She represents beauty and money as well. So when a planet goes retrograde, I always tell my clients to think of it as a performance review or evaluation in the area of life represented by that planet. Now, since Venus rules our relationships, this is an opportunity to really reassess our relationships and confront any ongoing issues that are preventing us from reaching our highest potential in our relationships. When I feel into the energy of Venus in Aries, she feels like Xena, the warrior princess to me. She's very forthcoming about what she wants and what she expects from her friendships and partnerships and relationships. And she's not willing to compromise herself for a relationship or partnership that's anything less than what she deserves. So during this time, you may be confronted with ways where you've sacrificed your independence in both personal and professional connections. And it's really going to be up to you to take the steps that you need to in order to align with your highest purpose. Also, please remember during Venus retrograde, it's best to hold off on making major changes to your appearance. So whether it's a drastic haircut, a new hair color, or cosmetic procedures, the chances of dissatisfaction are quite high. So if possible, wait until Venus goes direct to ensure that you truly love the results. And lovely people, that wraps up this week's astrology forecast. Remember, the planets set the stage, but you are the one writing your story. So use these transits as a guide to navigate your week with awareness and with intention. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear how these energies are showing up for you during the week. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Wishing you a wonderful week of alignment and flow. See you next time.